What's up, everybody? I hope you're safe and healthy and happy and doing okay. Back by popular demand is the OG background of the Run Like Heller channel. I know you guys were a little bit bored with the gray background on the downstairs couch. I get it. I'm trying to figure out like an area that works for me, that I enjoy, that I can film in. So stay tuned for that. But right now we're in the OG spot. And it kind of makes sense because today we're going to talk about one of the shoes that I reviewed way back when I first started my channel. Now it's on its third version, and that is the Novablast. Here we have the Novablast 3. We are also color coordinated. We planned it. If you guys recall, I did really like the Novablast one. It had a major stability issue, but for all of the other cushioning that was on the market at that time, like compared to those, it had a really different feel, and I was all about it. The Novablast 2 fixed the stability issue somewhat, but I felt like it lost a little bit of that mojo that was in the Novablast 1, and now we're in the 3. And I don't know. There's a ton of hype around this shoe. Lots of people are giving it their green light stamp of approval. And I liked it. But I'm not exactly sure if this is living up to all of the hype that I've seen, for me personally. Anyway, we're gonna get to all that today, but first, of course, you gotta sit through the run footage, and I'll put the specs there too so we can save some time. Let's go. Before we get started today, I do want to let you know that this shoe was sent to me by Asics and Running Warehouse. However, neither company is going to see this before you. They can't tell me what to say, and all of my opinions are always my own. So let's chat about the upper. Asics is using a jacquard mesh here. They're saying that this Novablast is the lightest of all of the versions so far, and I can totally see how they save some weight in the upper. It's very streamlined, thin, breathable, but remains structured. In the midfoot, there aren't a ton of overlays, but somehow you still get a nice lockdown there in the midfoot. And if we go back to the heel, there is a very sturdy heel counter, and it locks your ankle in place very nicely. This is definitely my favorite upper so far from the Novablast line. I think that it is, like I said, very breathable, and it just feels a lot more comfortable, less bulky on top of your foot. In the running footage, I said this shoe is true to size, and I stand by that. I do think it's a bit long in the toe box area. However, I don't think that I would personally size down. Turning the shoe this way, I think you have a pretty standard amount of width here. In the forefoot. In the toe box, I have room. I don't feel like I'm crammed in. Feels pretty average. The tongue is gusseted, and it has a dip in the center of it. They're calling that the tongue wing. Asics says that that is supposed to improve the midfoot fit of the shoe and also to prevent the tongue from sliding in. I did not experience the tongue sliding in, but something weird about this tongue that I don't really like is there's a lot, I don't know, this is gonna be really hard to show you guys. Not sure if you can see that, but it bulges out a bit here. And when I cinch the laces down, it creates this sort of like bubble with the tongue, and I don't know why that is. I think it has too much fabric there, and probably something that they could have fixed. Maybe it's just my pair. But other than that, I do like this upper. I think that they did a nice job of improving it upon the Novablast 2. I had no issues with hot spots, blisters, or irritation, and I think it looks nice. But I also think that this midsole looks really nice with this color fade. Oof. But what's the midsole made of, you ask? Well, it is Asics Flight Foam Blast Plus, and try saying that 5 times fast. I had trouble saying it just now. Anyways, Flight Foam Blast is supposed to be one of their softer, more responsive foams, bouncy, lightweight, you name it, all that fun stuff. And we have a full length slab of it here. That's it, no plates, no gimmicks, bells, whistles, just some nice FF Blast Plus. So let me explain my journey to you with this shoe. I have 20 miles in it. I did a 7-mile run easy, I did a 7-mile run speed, and I did a 5-mile easy run. So the first run that I did in the shoe was on the treadmill for 7 miles. It was pouring rain, I know, tough it out, get out there and run in the rain, but I didn't feel like it, so I ran on the treadmill. And I thought the shoe felt really good on the treadmill. And in fact, if I could back it up even further, when I first put the shoe on my foot, when I got it, took it out of the box, put it on, I was really impressed with how bouncy and soft it felt, and I was really excited to take it out. So the 7-mile run on the treadmill went great. Again, it was an easy pace, which is about, I think I did like a 10-minute mile for 7 miles. And I felt the cushion, I felt a little bit of bounce. And then I took the shoe out on the road for speed. And for some reason, it just felt a little bit more dead to me. My workout was a 1-mile warm up, 2 miles at 8:15 to 8:30 pace, 1 easy mile, another 2 miles at 8:15 to 8:30 pace, and then a cool down mile. During the easy miles, it again felt a little bit more dead to me than it did on the treadmill. And then when I picked it up for the 8:15, 8:30 mile, it felt okay, but it didn't feel what I was hoping to feel. I didn't feel that magic that I did in the Novablast 1 and maybe even in the Novablast 2. It just doesn't feel the same. I'm really frustrated and bummed by this because some other reviewers and people that I just see like on the Facebook group Running Shoe Geeks are saying that this is their shoe of the year. And I wanted so bad to agree, but I'm just like not feeling that. I don't know. But despite this not being the ride that I was exactly hoping for, it is a good daily trainer. I mean, I think that this would be a good option for somebody who just wants a simple running shoe that's going to be protective and comfortable and something that they can take out on different types of runs. I think that this will be a versatile shoe. I think it can do easy. It can do a little bit of speed. I do think that the Novablast would benefit from some kind of rolling feeling sensation, rocker technology. But again, fine with speed. I didn't feel like it was holding me back, weighing me down at all. I don't hate it. I'm just kind of like, it's okay. As far as stability goes, they definitely did fix that with each version of the Novablast. I would say that certainly the Novablast 3 is the most stable of the Novablast line. Keep in mind, this is a neutral shoe, but sometimes you do ask me because I overpronate. I would say that this one is certainly better than the others. If we turn the shoe over, Asics is using their A-Hard rubber for the outsole of the Novablast 3. According to the Running Warehouse website, this outsole is modeled after a trampoline, which is supposed to give you obviously a more bounce back than a traditional outsole design. As far as traction goes, I love all of Asics rubber. I think they do a really nice solid job with giving you efficient and durable rubber. Here is no different. There's really no wear here. I know it's only been 20 miles, but gotta tell you, I have no gripes with this outsole. The Novablast 3 is available for pre-order on runningwarehouse.com. Running shoes just keep going up and up and up and up. So to see one under 140 bucks, I'll take it. Again, I don't think this is a bad shoe. I think it's a pretty solid shoe if you're looking for something standard and just gonna get you to where you need to go from start to finish, with a little bit of cushioning and a decently lightweight package. So if you are interested in checking out this shoe and picking up a pair for yourself, just go to the link in the description of this video, click that, and add it to your cart. Just keep in mind, this is an affiliate link with Running Warehouse. It doesn't mean much for you. It just helps out my channel so I can keep reviewing these shoes and hopefully helping you to pick your number one. But as of right now, for me, this isn't necessarily my number one, and I'm kind of bummed to not be in the same group as everyone who really, really likes it. Maybe it'll change. I'm hoping it changes. It's certainly not going to drop from my rotation, although, as you know, I am running the Suffolk County Marathon, and I'm kind of trying to stick to very small shoe rotations so that I do not get injured. But let's see. Maybe I will have an update for you where my mind has been changed. But right now, kind of not seeing the hype that everyone has seen, and I think I prefer the Novablast 1 despite the stability and the 2 over the 3. But the colorway, this is freaking fire. Well, everyone, that concludes my first run impressions of the Asics Novablast 3. If you enjoyed this video, please like it down below and subscribe. And when you're done with all that, hit the notifications bell so you can find out every time I upload a new video. Look who's decided to grace us with her presents. It only took me asking her if she wanted a greenie like 3 times. You want a greenie? Exactly. I have a week 10 marathon training recap video for you very soon, but in the meantime, get out there, get on the grind, and don't forget to run like heller. See you next time. Are you waiting for a greenie over here? Oh, I said greenie and now you must have one. All right, let's get it for you. Let's get you your greenie. Gotta sit. Can I do this with one hand? Ooh, what's happening? Gotta sit. This is not a sponsored product placement, by the way. Sit. Here you go. Spoiled brat.